Hey guys, remember the video I did about black women need to become gold diggers? As a collective, been dealing with dust and it's not working for us. Check out this comment. I shouldn't laugh, but it's kind of funny. Remember that song? Dun 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 dun. I got five on it. Grab your 40, go get keyed. I got five on it. Messing with that in the weed. It's got me stuck. Remember that? It's really, really sad when your man don't even have five on it. Seriously, at this point, you got to be kidding with me. So check out this comment from Good Girl 170. She said, I work with black women that deal with dust. There is no help for some. They like it. They believe the black man. They worship them. I work with one that her man moved into a house because he said his mom and sister needed a place to stay. So they moved into his home. See that right there? I'm not even buying it. This sounds like some lie from typical Tyrone. I'm not buying it. What I would buy is that the mom or the sister probably had the house paying the bills as usual, and he probably didn't want to pay. So I'm guessing they probably asked him to move out. Well, let's go back. So let him tell it. His mom and sister needed a house, so he went ahead and just moved out. That doesn't make any sense. They shacked for 2 years. So finally, she married him after making excuses for not marrying. After 3 months of marriage, he came down sick with HB, high blood pressure, questionable blood glucose issues, and enlarged prostate, which he could have C. And what is it? I forget. Bada bing. Totally has blown my mind. Okay, anyway, it says, my coworker is sweet but an airhead. I do not believe she really loves him. It's on the surface. She just was told by her mom she needs a man. Now she's trying to get me to get with one of them. I told her I do not do 50-50, nor will I be a nurse. She's still trying, even though I live better than her. To add, I believe that man knew he was sick before he got with her. He tells her on the phone she got too much mouth. And he called her one day telling her she did not give him enough money for her oil change and that she needs to cash out him $5. I just looked at her. She had him on speaker like he was special. Wow. So your man can't even get a oil change. You have to give him the money to go and get said oil change, and he calls you back, let you know you got to cash up him $5. He didn't even have five on it, and you believe that he left his home because his mother and sister needed a place to stay, so they moved into his house. You believe that? I'm starting to believe Good Girl 170. Yes, ma'am, I agree. He probably was sick before he even got with her and was looking for a nurse with a purse. Found one. How embarrassing. He doesn't even have five on it. He's letting you know you didn't give enough money for that oil change. You need to cash out me $5. Are you serious? But see, this is the norm. This is so the norm. He's not even worth having. He's just not. And see, this right here, in my opinion, this is why a lot of black women get very, very angry and become bitter. Because you know why? We going with the status quo. This right here, we don't want to hear nothing else differently. You can't tell us nothing. We accept the dusties. And then when someone doesn't accept dust, and you see women, especially if it's other black women, heaven forbid, they're coming up with a man who actually has assets, like can literally, and the man doesn't have to be rich, but a man that can literally give them a home. Then we looking at her like, oh, I don't know about that girl. Well, I likes my man black. Of course you do. But quick question, how much do they like you? Because see, when you get better, you do better. You understand? Where is that comment? Let's see. Here it is. Here it is. Oh, look, IHB344 said if black women want to be gold diggers, they have to step away from the BC. Oh no, honey, they're gonna stay with that dust. Stay with it. Stay with it. There was a comment someone's put in here about Jamie Foxx and said about, oh yeah, Jamie Foxx. Here it is. I Chill Excel, that's cute. I Chill Excel says, how ironic. Jamie Foxx and Kanye wrote and sung that song. Oh yeah. I ain't trying to be a gold digger. See, message that's for you, black women. I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. So they're letting you know that when it comes to those women don't want them broke. That song letting you know that those other women in those cultures, when it comes to dating these black men, they don't want them broke. No. So that's why when these men have some resources, they make sure they can share with Becky. But for a black woman, that's not needed. Why? Because black women are trying to, I think you're trying to shower some love on someone who doesn't even love you. Baby, he doesn't even love himself. I'm gonna show him. He just needs to be shown, and they're showing you every day. Showing you every day. She says, how ironic. Jamie Foxx and Kanye wrote and sung that song. Both are with white women. Gary with the T just said that Jamie Foxx spends money on his white girlfriend and takes care of her. Not surprised at all. Why? Because they set a standard. I keep on saying with black women, there is no standard. And we are so quick to get up in our feelings because we're going to keep on, we're not going to be wrong. How's it working out? Oh, I know you ain't saying my mom was wrong. How's it working out? Let's be real. How is it working out for us? Are you having, how many black women sitting up here supporting your mom? Gee, she did. So she's been supported. How many black women, let's be honest, are sitting up here having to take care of mama, got a mama bill? However, your mama did not get pregnant by herself, and mama not gonna be wrong. She probably doing what she was taught, what she saw before her. And see, that's the problem right there. People get mad. I used to think, I used to think people are being mean. My husband said this to me. He said, I'll see somebody. I used to do that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me personnel down that. Oh yeah. And if it's a woman every now and then, I just might, but definitely no man, no. And so he said, when you see people like that, honey, just don't give to them. That's just them. They brought this on themselves. When you see people like that's on them. They brought it on themselves. Hmm. Talk about give. Other folks have a standard. Check this out. Across the street from me, and I didn't want to say this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it because I know I hate to say it. I know how some of us are, especially black people, black women. We're so used to poverty. We'll love you more so if I was on the going and he went upside my head and then I tried to run out of gas and the car broke down and we love a sad story. Why? Believe it or not, it's the training. We love a sad story. We want to hear something bad about a black woman. Okay, we love to hear. Oh, if I had a sob story every day, I would have so many more followers. I've talked about Kamala, and I'm gonna say it again. And some people, I'm subscribed. Bye, go do it. But what that man said is true. Now, gave this woman millions of dollars, and she ain't came up with one darn policy. All I can think of because she's close enough to black as they're gonna get, or maybe it's the abortion issues. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. The same one locking up black women. I didn't see new white or Hispanic people on there. Your daughter got sickle cell anemia and gonna lock you up. for skipping school. Even the doctors, and then get on a damn thing on Breakfast Club and say nobody went to jail. Why are you lying? So I've come to the conclusion a lot of black people don't like the truth, especially sorry to tell you, black women too. They don't want to hear the truth. We don't even know how to agree to disagree. So emotional. Like that black man, he was throwing that old fit talking about all them black women raised $1 million and for Kamala, and we got black women sitting up here with children and they are homeless. Sir, you can throw a fit all day long. We don't love each other like that. No, we're used to a struggle story. Used to a struggle story. Man across the street died. And they've got like an estate, I mean. Wow. You know, it's got the big gate, and it's like, my goodness, one side of the yard, you could build probably two houses. I kid you not, and I don't mean some little ranch style. He died. And this is why I started debating whether mentioning, because I know I hate to say it. I've learned to see the sisterhood is truly broken, and black folks, as long as you down and out, we is in love with you. But oh my goodness, heaven forbid we think you might have an extra can of beans in your cupboard. Black women are like that too. Oh, sometimes you have to watch your back from them. Anyway, he died. Guess what he did for a living? He owned a dealership. And no, I don't mean we tote the note. I don't mean we tote the note. Not the one on the corner where you get maybe 7 or 10 little cars. No, they have a standard. Now you're thinking it might be an estate sale, and I was thinking all I gotta do is walk across the street and oh, want to see. You know what I'm saying? Want to see. You know, and I've been over there like once, just outside. They have a standard. What you think happened? Ain't no, there's no estate sale. I guess it's his kids. They've already moved up in there. Child, driving a Porsche and everything. I was like, well, looks won't I guess won't be going over there for an estate sale. They just what? Move in. Just moved in. And I'm like, don't they know they have their own? Let me guess, daddy's house is bigger. Lot more land. I've seen this before. And some of them, they'll sell their home or they'll lease it out. Parents died, move into mama and daddy's house, they're both gone, move their family up in there, then lease theirs out. Guess what? That you think daddy hasn't left them with life insurance or not? Life insurance? You think so? You think he hasn't left them with money in a savings account, things of that nature? Of course he has. Why? Those people have a standard. They have a standard. And I hate to say it, just my kind of mentioning what I just said, because a man owns a dealership, I can guarantee you, I hate to say this, I guarantee you it'll be some black woman that'll be, well, I sure want to support her channel. How she stand over there. Sweetie, it sure as hell ain't my damn pockets. I can tell you that right now. It's all a husband. I'm gonna let you know real quick. I'm giving it to you straight. And I am sorry about this going off like this. Why? Because we like poverty. If I was saying, oh, and I was running through them projects, y'all, and dodging them bullets, oh, then the TT was coming. If I didn't have that lace front on, with some extra, in front, I would have lost the pads. That lace front saved my life. Oh, we love that. Again, those people have a standard, especially when they have some money. They have a standard. Like I said about my friend trying to buy that what's that? The trailer park. The money's in the land. What that man do? Sell his house, sitting up there $7,000 a month. Sell his house and move into a manufactured home. Giving them, and then that 7,000 a month. What he say? Just letting that stack up. Just letting that stack up for his son. Letting it stack up for his son. That is 84,000, and that money is tax free. Think about it. He said he just keep it in account for his son. What's 12 times 7? 84. What the heck is so 7,000 a month for a month? That's $84,000 for his son. They have a standard. So check this out. So why do you think, as Gary with the T in his comment by I Shall Excel says that Jamie spends money on his white girlfriend and takes care of her? That's the standard. That's the standard. He wants to be. He wouldn't dare have her to go get a job. Jonathan Mayers in those church shoes or civil rights shoes. She was a dancer. You think she got a dancing gig every day? Do you think she had a dancing gig every day? Most don't work like that. You're not guaranteed a check, a regular paycheck. The Beyonce concert is over. You think everybody's still dancing? You think those concerts happen every day? You make it some here and there. That's not a guaranteed paycheck. It's not a regular paycheck. Like you can count on it. So this right here, Jamie Foxx taking care of his wife. Of course. Do you not see that's what the black men do when they get with them? Take care of them. But see, black women, oh no, we're supposed to be able to just to go ahead and accept digging for dust, and that's the and many are accepting it, digging for dust. Look at this character right here, calling his woman saying she talked too much, and asking her to cash app, telling her to cash app. First of all, don't forget, he said she didn't give him enough money for her oil change. So basically she's paying for it. It's like a woman. I never forget, I worked with her and on a project, and her husband sent her Valentine's Day. Both our husbands sent us flowers, and her husband sent us some flowers. She's like, oh, look at, he gave me all. And I was looking at her, and I went along with it. Oh, that's a nice girl. And I sat there and I thought to myself, this woman you're putting the show on. Because everybody know he doesn't have a job. He's one of those guys that they have one vehicle. So he picks her up, drops her off, and then he'll come and pick her up and take her home. The man had no job. Do you understand? He had no job. So if he had no job and no income, she was supporting him and her two sons. Well, hold on, one, because one son had left. The older one had left, yeah. She was supporting him, and the last son had stayed with her, but the older son had left. She had two boys. That's what she was supporting. Uh-huh. It was all on her own mama. So Valentine's Day came and she was making a big deal. And I said to myself, I said, this is pretend. Like, how could he buy it when the man has no job and he has no income? You see, that was her fault for telling everybody. But hey, but people see him showing up at the job quite a bit. Sometimes to go to lunch. What does he do for a living? Well, what he used to do. Okay, what's he doing now? We're not talking about what he used to do years ago. What are you what? And she's wife number two. Here's the funny thing: he was working with wife number one. He got with her wife number two. Guess what? No work. She got a prize, didn't she? No standard, and that's the norm for black women. And when you try to tell them differently, they'll get mad. Not surprised. No standard. Notice these black men when they get some money, they ain't telling Becky that what you bring to the table. She's bringing what they want, whiteness. They're not telling Becky that. Well, you got half, you got five on it. They would never. Why? They already know that they've got a standard, so they want to fit in so bad. They want to be with Becky so bad. Guess what? That Negro is going to adhere to that standard. Oh, he gonna make Mr. Charlie, Mr. Cartwright proud. Happy to have him up in there. But this is kind of typical. It was kind of funny, but then you think about it, it's like, you gotta be kidding me. How this man, if he doesn't have five on it, and again the fact that she has to pay for her own oil change, how is this man gonna be a provider? Can somebody tell me? How? How is he gonna be a provider? Doesn't have to be. Why? He's with a black woman. And this is what we're taught. And when somebody like me wants to show you something differently, we get all up in our feelings and we get mad. Keep on getting mad. That's you. Other men sitting up here planning for their wives, coming up with darn assets. Just like that black woman that I know in Palm Beach. She married a white male. Oh, he was making good money. He was knocking over 200K years ago. And that's been like, man, what, 20, we knew him in 2012. She was at home. Next thing you know, she started doing real estate. Boom. The neighborhood where they live, it used to be 5 million. The neighborhood where they live, you just don't move up in there, honey. A million ain't gonna get you. You ain't got nothing. Because guess what? To live where they live now, it used to be 5 million. You have to have what is it? You have to show, and they will verify. You have to show that at least you have $7 million cash portfolio. You got to show that. If not, you're not getting in. He put her in business. Boom, guess what? He had a little downturn. Oh yeah, as a matter of fact, he lost lost that job. Honey, she was selling top-notch real estate, sweetie, in Palm Beach. Next thing you know, he stopped working for a minute because the company he got fired for whatever reason and went under. I just know he stopped wasn't employed there anymore. Another opportunity come. They're still in that same neighborhood. She's still doing real estate. They're still in the same neighborhood. He helped her get into real estate. When she first got started, studying for the exam and all that, she was at home. Who was paying the bills? And then he got an inheritance because $200,000 a year ain't gonna get you to where they are. I'm like, well, that where the money? Oh, his daddy left him some stacks and some property. Oh, now I understand the real estate angle. Now I get it because 200 ain't gonna get you there. Yeah, gotcha. So you got this plus this income. Boom, understood. That's how you can live there because you. So that yeah, standard. He's able to pass on something to his wife. Black women, some of us, we don't understand it. And when we see a black woman getting that, we start getting mad and getting jealous. Don't get jealous, honey. How about you get informed? That's what I'm saying. This right here, all this digging for dust, it's not working for us. And this sounds like a typical Tyrone. Don't even have five on it. He tells her on the phone she got too much mouth, and he called her one day telling her she did not give him enough money for her oil change, and that she needs to cash app him $5. But she want to introduce you to one of his kind. Misery loves company. This woman has low self-esteem. The sad thing is, she just doesn't know it. But I know you can't tell us nothing. I know how the women are. You ain't in my opinion. You know what I'm talking about. I know somebody got low self-esteem. Because if you didn't, we'd put up with this nonsense. He doesn't even have five on it, but got a woman. $5 dust bucket. But hey, if that's what you like. Anyway, thanks for listening. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Ladies, be alert, be aware. They got some $5 dust buckets out there. And I should say some none having $5 dust buckets out there. It's embarrassing. But hey, at least she got a man. And I'm out.